So what you can see here is through 30 days, this $1,000 cash flow portfolio is generating significant income and potentially has the ability to reach the 1,000 threshold in cash flow by as soon as What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Average Joe Investor channel, where we talk about helping the average Joe investor create income in their portfolios. About 30 to 45 days ago, I mentioned that I was starting a test with a $1,000 portfolio with the goal of creating infinity cash flow. What does that mean? It means the ability to generate as much cash flow as quickly as possible that equates to how much we initially invested in the account. It's a $1,000 portfolio means how quickly can we generate $1,000 from this $1,000 in capital, so that way all the remaining returns in perpetuity are infinity returns because we have no capital invested. So let's be very clear before we jump into the results. What was the strategy? Starting capital, $1,000. And then the goal was to utilize two different investments to generate as much cash flow as possible as quickly as possible. Now, with both AMC and Medical Properties Trust, and actually what also included ticker symbol RIG, Transocean Limited, the goal here was to sell weekly options at the money as aggressive as possible to generate as much cash flow as possible. And as part of this, there are going to be capital losses that occur because I'm so aggressive with the options strategy. However, even if my $1,000 drops over time to $700 or $600, but I'm able to pull out $1,000 of my own capital, the remaining $600 is free money. And all of the ensuing returns are infinity returns because there's no underlying capital invested. By the way, if you have any desire yourself to follow these results on a daily basis or a weekly basis, all of it is tracked real time in the Average Joe Investor Patreon community and the Discord chat. If you're interested, check out the link down in the description below. With all that out of the way, let's dive into the results. Hey guys, make sure to stick around all the way to the end of this video because not only are you going to catch all the results, obviously, but you're going to be redirected immediately over to my $3,000 cash flow strategy results for the past month. Let's dive into the results. Okay, here's a quick snapshot of where we are right now today, which is October 16th. So you can see here we've got $709.86 in cash. Then we also have currently a cash secured put on MPW at a $5 strike price. We've got 100 shares owned of RIG, which is Transocean Limited. And then we also have a $4 covered call on RIG. All of the activity is right here on the Fidelity website, but I went ahead and exported it into Excel along with our Excel tracking spreadsheet to look closer at the results. All right, so here are all of the transactions that have occurred since I started this process on August the 22nd, 2024. You can see here primarily it's AMC, Medical Properties Trust. There was a cash dividend here. We also had, I had a brief stint with YieldMax that I decided to opt out of instead. The reason what prompted that was the Medical Properties Trust stock actually went up quite a bit in value and jumped out of my purview, or jumped out of my restrictions so that I actually couldn't use it anymore because I was restricted by how much capital I had invested. So I went away from MPW, and then I briefly was in YieldMax, decided against it. So you can see here there was technically right here a net gain of $1 actually from owning it for a little bit of time and actually going up in value. And then I went over to RIG, which is Transocean Limited, and used that stock instead of MPW. You can see over here, this is the daily cash flow every single day. Obviously, there are some days, since it's a weekly options, there are some days here that there is not cash flow at all, unless there were opportunities to roll the contract early, which did happen once or twice. Up here, you can see the cash flow goal is $1,000, how much remaining cash flow right here, what my annualized average income is based on the actual cash flow I've generated, and the estimated goal date, which is constantly fluctuating because it's based off of how much cash flow I've already earned, and then also estimating out into the future what future cash flow is on a weekly basis based on what I've earned in the past. Let's dive into the results here. Total, obviously this is from August 22nd all the way through October 15th. I'm a little bit behind on this update video. So we'll go ahead and look at the total cash flow as of the end of September, and we'll jump from there. So for September, we're going to go ahead and add these all up here. Total cash flow earned through September was $131.96. But what the heck, we're already here anyway, so why don't we just go through all the way through October 15th. So in total, when you factor in all the cash flow so far from August 22nd through October 15th, okay, so nearly 2 months now, not quite. We can see here we've generated total gross option premium of $231.52 right here. So you got 1,000 minus 231.52, which means remaining cash flow is $768.48. The annualized income as a result over 12 months would be $1,172.52. So the estimated goal date, the date by which I expect potentially to reach my $1,000 in cash flow goal, is March the 19th of 2025. So you might be thinking to yourself, how on earth can you forecast when you'll actually have the $1,000 in cash flow goal being reached? And it's not a perfect science, but what it does is it takes into account, and I'll break it down for you here in a second. It breaks down again what happened so far, the actual cash flow generated, and then it estimates based on what you've earned so far, you on average earn about X dollars per day. And so if it forecasts that out into the future, where would that actual date fall where we reach 1,000? So as you can imagine, every new day I create new income, that goal date is constantly changing. So here's how the formula actually derives it. So it starts with the actual cash flow being generated, right? $231.52 remaining cash flows here. Based on the actual income earned, here is the annualized amount. So taking all the income earned and then annualizing it based on what a year would get, you'd get $1,172.52. So then what it does here is we go over to the income forecast. This is actually capturing all the income earned as you compare it over to column X right here. And then once we reach a date here into the future, right, October 16th, 17th, 18th, into the future, what it's doing is forecasting right here. Well, based on the actual income earned so far, it looks like on average, based on the actual results, we've earned about $752 per day. So just assumes you get $752 per trading day every day into the future. And based on the existing plus the new, that's where we get this March 19th goal. So we'll see if that actually works out and how that fluctuates over time. Now, as a quick reminder here, the goal of this is cash flow, right? So if the $1,000 doesn't go up in value, it actually goes down over time. While that's not great, it's not the critically important priority for me. The goal is to get to 1,000 as quickly as possible because then all the remaining cash becomes an infinite return. That being said, though, I think it's always great to be transparent and be fully honest with what has actually happened in the portfolio, including any capital gains and any capital losses. So let's take a look at that so far. Here's a look at all of the transactions so far since August the 22nd when I started this process. We've got all of the actual option sales and option buybacks here. And then we also have right here all of the capital gains as well. So in full transparency here, you can see I had a capital gain on August 26th of $2. I had another capital gain here of $41.48. Then we scroll down here. We had a capital loss, and actually a bit larger capital loss right here. So in total, factoring in all of the capital gains, all the capital losses, technically, cash flowing out of the account was a net of $81.89. We will see if that continues into the future or not, but total net return, okay, not just taking the actual cash flow and pulling it out, which is the goal, but if you look at the total net return here, factoring in capital gains and losses as well as income earned, the total net return over that time frame was $157.89. I'll be back in early November to give you an update on where we are at the end of October, and hopefully this type of data, this type of testing of strategies is of value to you. Again, if you want to track this on a daily basis and follow it live, make sure to join the Average Joe Investor Patreon community. In addition to these types of testing strategies and getting the data real time, I share with you all of my trades and all of my other accounts as well, and you get access to hundreds of other DIY Average Joe investors as well, trying to create income in their own portfolio. If you want to learn more, check out the link down in the description below. Also, make sure to leave your 2 cents down in the comments below. It's my goal to respond to as many comments as possible on the day I post a new video. I'm always curious to know your feedback. That's all I got for you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.